Hey, how's this, guys? I actually got my hands on a brand new Armstrong wingboard. And how did that come about? Super randomly. I run into a buddy here and he's like, hey, I got this new Armstrong, you want to try it? I'm like, yeah, I want to try it. And this is actually super convenient. So I have a 58 liter board here by 4.8 by 20.5. Looks actually really good for proning too, but we can't try that out. But I think this might be a good smaller board for me with a lower volume, as I'm going down from a 75 liter board, hoping to. So this is really cool and interesting. So let's look at some features here. So the first thing we notice is the deck pad with those raised bars in the middle for your foot placement. We see, just like in the old board, it's still a little sunken in. And we have on each side, we have these ridges in the deck pad as well. Overall, this board looks really cool to me, and it really looks like something you could easily prone foil. Just from the layout, it's not too wide to prone it, and it's not too long. On the bottom, we have the exposed carbon stringers, still with the indicator, and we have the handle not going through the board. And then the front looks kind of similar like the old boards with the concave, just not as elaborate as the concave on the old board. And I like also how the tail is tapered towards the back. I can't wait to feel and try this thing out. All right, it is absolutely nuking, up to 30 knots today. So my test setup is a 3-meter wing with an 86.5 centimeter mast, combined with a MA 800 front foil and the HA 180 centimeter stabilizer. I have people intruding my video. Easy bush pilots from Hana. And now let's go sail. Straight out of the water. Let's analyze this thing. So one thing that is always hard is compare it to something else. As I said, I came from a 75 liter FG board, and first things first. So sailing around with this board, you could really feel how responsive it is and how stiff, and really, like, it's an upgrade. It's definitely an upgrade. It's something that I would want to ride. Coming from a 75 liter board that is rather wide, that would be for me the next step in my progression. That 58 liters, it's knee startable, and once you're on your feet and you have a little hole in the wind, it doesn't let you sink as hard, hence the 58 liters, and I'm 75 kilos, so definitely now negative buoyancy instead of neutral buoyancy. So I have something to compare it to. I went out on my little board here, that's a 44 liter board, 4.4, and that knee starting is definitely much harder and trickier. But I got it out of the water, so that gave me actually a good comparison now to the new Armstrong 4.8, and that was definitely easier for me to get started with as the little one. If you're an older guy like me and you feel pretty good about your winging and you have a big board, but now you want to go down and have a board with a little bit negative buoyancy and something that is shorter and more responsive and a little bit more reactive, I think a board like this would actually be pretty good, and it's a very good quality like all Armstrong boards, so I have definitely no worries about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.